Hello, friends. This is Unconventional Security Part 7. In this session, we'll be taking a look at the possibility of a private recursive DNS server. So, this is more oriented for small businesses and small and medium sized businesses, uh, not that specifically for a home user. But if a home user has a dedicated VPN connection to, let's say, his AWS instances, or maybe a private cloud or any other public cloud. This approach can be used to uh, create privacy for your DNS queries. The idea is pretty simple. You will need two recursive DNS servers placed in a VPN, and these two recursive DNS servers can be installed using PDNS recursive, Power DNS recursive, which is like a 5-minute install. The PDNS recursor comes preloaded with all the root pointers to all the root servers, and it is capable of going directly to the authoritative server for each domain and resolving the queries. So at your VPN end in your cloud, the recursive lookups will happen. The queries will be sent back to your home network or your small business network via a VPN connection. That way, there's no possibility of leaking of the DNS queries, which otherwise are in plain text. So, let's take a look at the configuration needed for the PDNS recursor. Once you install from Apple release a PDNS recursor and start the service, or before starting the service, you basically need to set up just two things. One is allow from what particular networks you want the queries to be allowed. This will be your small business or your home network. Also, you will be setting your local IP, the local address to which you'll be binding it, and you'll have to open the appropriate UDP 53 and TCP 53 ports to it. I'll not go into detail of the installation itself because those steps are readily available via Google search. Also, make sure in your recursive DNS server you do not have a DNS entry, resolver DNS entry. So, resolver DNS will be your local server itself, which is the current server. That way, we don't want to look up from any other recursive DNS servers. We want to directly do the lookup from the authoritative domain servers across the internet. To verify it's working properly, you can ping any domain, and if it resolves the name, that means it is doing the lookup properly. Coming back to your router interface, you will basically need to set up the DNS server in your router settings. So we already have a cloud network, which is a VPN connection to my private cloud, and within that, the two recursive DNS servers are placed. In your WAN settings, you will be specifying those DNS servers. Also, you can enable DNSSEC, which is built into the Power DNS recursive servers. That way, your queries will be over DNSSEC protocol. Thank you. So that's in a gist is how you can set up. But this not being that unconventional thing, but for a home, it will be a very unconventional thing to have your own private DNS. So we work on a private and public cloud, a commercial cloud. So we had the spare capacity. So as a proof of concept, we did this work and thought we'll share it with you so that someone from small businesses can benefit from it and set up their own recursive DNS resolvers. Thank you.